Alright. Okay, welcome back to week 3, day 2. Oops. And here we go. For today, remember you need to have your bell work done. You got to have that math done. And then have your fluency sheet ready to go with somebody that can mark down your mistakes. Or if you have to, you can do it by yourself and make sure you read out loud. But anyways, here we go. Bell work. All right. So remember you have week 3, day 2 paper. And my bike is priceless. Here we go. So M needs to be capitalized. And my B in bike needs to be lowercase. Is okay. And priceless is misspelled and it's over here, number 9 in your spelling words. Needs a C, not an S. Remember the CE combination sometimes makes the S sound like as in, well, like an S. Price, less. And all these words have suffixes on the end of them. And that's not a question. It's not saying, is my bike priceless? I know my bike's priceless. So that would be a period or maybe even an exclamation point if you're really passionate about it. All right, here we go. Cursive. My bike is priceless. Period. Okay. Make sure you're practicing those spelling words, write them down every day. And on to the math. 609 plus 238. 9 plus 8, 17. Carry the 1. 1 plus 0. 1 plus 0 is 1, plus 3 is 4, and 6 plus 2 is 8. 847. 754 plus 469. 312. 1,223. 609 minus 238. 1 barrel. 371. 754 minus 469. 5, 8, 285. All right, 2-digit multiplication. This is hard stuff. I'm going to let you in a little secret. This is actually 4th grade math. We don't really do 2-digit multiplication in 3rd grade, but I'm getting you a head start on 4th grade. So you're doing 4th grade work because everybody in my class is going on to 4th grade. Nobody's being held back. So you'll be ready to go next year as long as you're doing this work. All right, 27 times 3. 7 times 3 is 21, carry 2. 2 times 3 is 6. Plus 2 is 8, 81. All right, that was old school, here's new school. 3 times 20 is 60. And 7 times 3 is 21. And that gives us a number of 81. And our two numbers there match up. Oops. 36 times 5. 6 times 5 is 30. Carry the 3. 3 times 5 is 15. Plus the 3 is 18. Don't forget the number that you carry. And it gives us an answer of 180. Alright. 3 times 50 is 150. 6 times 5 is 30. And 0, 8, 180. 30 times 4 is, well, 0 times 4 is 4, or 0, sorry. Oops. And 3 times 4 is 12, 120. And really, the Common Core new method is the same method. 30 times 40 gives us 120. So, all right, 2 times 8, 16. 8 times 4 is 32, plus 1, 33. 336. All right, well, 8 times 40 is 320. Or you can just go 8 times 4, which is 32, and just put a 0 on the end of it. 2 times 8 is 16. Add those two together, your tens and your ones. Actually, now it turns into hundreds and tens, right? 6, 3, and 3. 336, 336. 38 times 9. 9 times 8, 72. Carried 7. 9 times 3 is 27. Plus 7 is 34. 9 times 30 is 270. 8 times 9, 72. 14, carry over. 342. Boom. All right. 27 divided by 3, 9. 36 divided by 6, 6. 30 divided by 5, 6. 42 divided by 7, 6. 34 divided by 8, actually that's a mistake, it should be 32 divided by 8, so if you had a confusion on that, I am sorry, that should have been 32 divided by 8. 32 divided by 8 is 4. So, and then you can double check, 4 times 8, 32, 7 times 6, 42, 6 times 5 is 30, 6 times 6, 36, and 9 times 3, 27. Alright, 1/2 equals 3 over what? Well, this is where you can either use your chart, or you can do the method like if you don't have a chart. So to get from 1 to 3, you'd have to times by 3, right? 1 times 3 is 3. Well, anything you do to the top, you have to do to the bottom. Numerator, denominator. 2 times 3 is 6. So 1/2 is equivalent to 3/6. 3/4 is equivalent to how many eighths? Same method. To get from 4 to 8, you'd have to multiply by 2, right? 4 times 2 is 8. Well, whatever you do at the bottom, you have to do at the top. 3 times 2 is 6. So 6/8 is equivalent to 3/4. Boom, we're done with bell work. All right. Let's go over yesterday's math. If you need time to dig it out, go ahead and pause the video. But here we go. All right. Complete the sequence. So we had to find a pattern. Remember, all the patterns I said yesterday are a plus something, right? So we find two numbers together, and we figure out the pattern. Get from 22 to 27, we have to add 5, right? So now we just can continue the pattern. 27 plus 5 is 32. 32 plus 5 is 37. Okay. Number 4, pattern is, well, 42 to 49. You have to add 7. If you want to find it, you take the high number and subtract the low number. So 49 minus 42, if you just set it up. That will help you if you're getting confused on how to find it. Or you can count up, make sure you keep track. Let's subtract. So 49 minus 42 will give us 7, which is our pattern, which is actually plus 7. So 49 plus 7 is 56. 56 plus 7 is 63. All right. Let's see. Find a pattern. So to get from 28 to 31, you have to add 3. 31 plus 3 is 34. 34 plus 3 is 37. That's an ugly 3. Sometimes we make ugly numbers, that's okay. Actually, I do it quite often. All right, there we go. Complete the sequence. All right, pattern 41 to 51. Ooh, we're gonna have to add 10 for that. That's a big pattern. All right, 51, but then it makes it easy to add 10s, right? So 51 plus 10 is 61. 61 plus 10, 71. Easy smeezy lemon squeezy. Complete the sequence. All right. To get from 50 to 58, that's easy. We just add 8, right? 58 plus 8 is 64. 64 plus 8 is 72. Can't do it in your head? No shame in using fingers, right? 64, 1, 8, right? 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, and 72. Woo! Okay? So, no shame in using fingers. Use the tools that were given to you. Why not? Alright, on this flip side, yes, there is 2 sides of this sheet. Hopefully you did both. If not, go ahead and stop the video and you can go ahead and do the other sheet. No cheating and watch me write answers down. Alright, pattern. 55 to 65, that's a plus 10. 65 plus 10 is 75. 75 plus 10, 85. All right. Get to 41 to 46, we have to add 5. 46 plus 5 is 51. 51 plus 5 is 56. Pattern 21 to 23, we'd have to add 2, right? 23 plus 2 is 25. 25 plus 2 is 27. To get to 68 to 71, we would have to add 3. 71 plus 3 is 74. 74 plus 3 is 77. Moving on. 41 to 47 is a plus 6 pattern. 47 plus 6 is 53. 53 plus 6 is 59. If I'm going too fast, just pause the video. You can always go back. Right? I don't want to go too slow, get you bored. Alright, here we go. Pattern. 17 plus 21 is plus 4. And 21 plus 4 is 25. 25 plus 4 is 29. And the last one. Pattern. 22 to 29 would be plus 7. So 29 plus 7 is 36. 36 plus 7 would be a 43. That's 43. Not 2, 3. You did your work. Give yourself a pat on the back. We're doing the work. Good job to you. All right. And next week we'll be working on money. And that'll be week 4. You don't have to worry about that till next Monday, though. Okay? Okay. And now, what you want to do is grab your fluency sheet, electric card, get somebody to work with you. You know how to do this. If you don't have a partner, make sure you read out loud, though, not in your head, okay? There's a big difference between reading in your head and then reading out loud, okay? And these are how many words you can read per minute. Okay, get ready. If you need to pause and get yourself ready, go ahead. Otherwise, we're going to go for it. All right, get your mind ready, get your eyes ready, get your mouth ready, and follow along with your fingers so you don't skip lines. And be honest with your scoring. Ready? Get set, and go. Thirty seconds. Ten seconds. And stop. Mark your score. Remember, let's say for example it was right here, maybe the word were. So that would be 117, 18, 19, 20. That would be a 120. But then you have to subtract all maybe the ones you got wrong. So maybe you got, I don't know, 4 wrong. Subtract 4 from the total score. And this would be an actual score of 116. Yours may be different. Maybe you read the whole thing with no mistakes. Very good. Maybe you only read 20 words with a few mistakes. That's fine as long as you're trying your hardest. Take your score and mark it on the first box on the next page. Okay? And then Thursday we'll do another practice. Let's see if you can improve. All right. Good work. All right, now it is spelling bingo time. All right, so get your sheet out, and you should have your bingo sheet. Remember, you have 15 spots, and Mr. Scanlon made a mistake. I did not write down the new words. This will only take me a second, sorry. I need to write down the new words. These are last week's words. Mr. Scaling is lacking. So maybe you haven't written yours down yet. You can write them down as I write mine. All right, so careful. Oops. Careful. Cheerful. It's only take a second. As long as I don't make a bunch of mistakes. Colorful. Oops. Harmful. Oops. Peaceful. Pitiful. Painless. Oops. In a hurry, sometimes I make a lot of mistakes. That would be the case for me right now. Priceless. Ugh. Okay, get my help. Less. Typically, I'm a good typer. Guess when the pressure's on, not so much, right? Rainless. Help. Leslie. Care. Fully. And peace. Fully. Alright. Remember, you can always go skip ahead on these videos too if I'm taking too long, right? Alright, hopefully I got them all right. Here we go. Alright. Let's turn the volume up a little bit on this one. I like the volume on this one. Alright, here we go. We'll play 3 or 4 games. Painless. Painless. Remember, don't forget your 4 corners too. Cheerful. 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 Priceless. Priceless. We'll let that CE confuse you. Okay, that makes the S sound just like an S. Careful. 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 Peaceful. 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 Colorful. 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 Peacefully. 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 Harmful. 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 Sleepless. Sleepless. All right, 2 more. Pitiful. 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 And 1 more. Carefully. 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 All right. We're going to clear our sheets. If you want to pause it and take a break, go ahead. And new game. First word. Helpful, Helpful, helpful. Peacefully, Peacefully. Pitiful, Pitiful, pitiful. Helpless, Helpless, helpless. Cheerful, Cheerful, cheerful. Rainless, Rainless, rainless. Painless, Painless. 2 more. Sleepless, Sleepless. And colorful, Colorful. All right, new sheet. Clear your words. Here we go. Painless, Painless. This will be the last game. Maybe make it work 2. Helpful, Helpful, helpful. Helpless lady. Cheerful, Cheerful, cheerful. Harmful, harmful. Sleepless, Sleepless, sleepless. Pitiful, Pitiful, pitiful. Two more. Rainless, Rainless, rainless. And the last one, what could it be? It is peacefully, Peacefully, peacefully. All right, so that's our spelling bingo. Go ahead and put your sheet away. Celebrate if you got a bingo. Congratulate your opponent if they got one. I hope you had fun with that. We'll play again next week. Remember, you can always replay this and play it again. Maybe switch your sheets around or play another or make new sheets. Whatever you want to do. Okay, here we go. So go ahead and get out your cursive. And we're going to, oops. Here we go. Jack Sparrow. Turn it down a little bit. Alright, Jack Sparrow. Here we go. I have decided to accompany you, Fitzwilliam announced grandly and produced his own kit bag. It was much nicer than anything Arabella or Jack had. New leather and probably full of nice expensive things. Jack opened his mouth to protest, but Arabella silenced him. Why? She asked, intrigued. You're obviously wealthy and don't have the need we do for treasure. A man in your position can do anything he wants. You don't have to sneak away from your family for adventure, at least not the way I do. You know, she glared at Jack. Me being a lassie and all. She doesn't like that word. As contraire, my lady, Fitzwilliam bowed. As the eldest son of the Earl of Dalton, I am precisely bound by the same sort of family rules you are, perhaps more so. We came from England less than a month ago, when my father decided to expand his holdings into the New World. Since then, I have been forced to do nothing but attend balls and other parties of other English families. Oh, sounds dreadful, Jack muttered. You have no idea, Fitzwilliam said with some heat. Regardless, I am expected to choose one of the English ladies I meet, marry her within the next year. I am forbidden from entering the naval service or pursuing any career other than what my father chooses for me, which is namely continuing the family Dalton business. Which means chaperoned walks with silly rich girls, dinners with my father's friends who are 3 times my age, and acres of banana trees. Oh, sounds dreadful, Arabella, echoed Jack. I'd take drunken old sailors over bunches of bananas any day. So when I found this, it was a sign. Fitzwilliam held out the map. My escape, my destiny, my adventure. Your exit, Jack said quickly. The high seas are no place for a well-born fop like yourself. Run away now, Fitzy. Bye-bye. Oh, come on, Jack. He might be useful, Arabella whispered. He can afford supplies when we run out, and it would be handy to have another pair of strong arms aboard. You seem to be man enough for the job at hand, Jack said. Oh, thanks, Arabella said. I think. It matters not, Fitzwilliam interrupted. I am coming. No, you're not. Not, Jack said. The 3 stood there quietly for a moment. The rain continued to pour all around them. A wind rattled some of the rigging on the barnacle. Fitzwilliam paused. Then after a moment he said, I challenge you to a duel. I win, you let me come with you. I lose, I leave and tell no one what I have seen here, or anything of your plans. Oh, Fitzy, I would love to, Jack said, not really sounding regretful. But, as it happens, I have yet to acquire the sword I really want. No sword duel, no boarding the ship for you, so sorry. Oh, that's not a problem, Arabella said, a mischievous look on her face. When I was cleaning out the boat, I found a half-dozen rapiers stored in the chest. She went over to Barnacle and triumphantly pulled out a cheap, rusty old sword. She tossed it to Jack. Here you go. Ah, thank you, my lady, Jack said, through gritted teeth. He caught the sword easily and tested its weight. It wasn't very well made. Fitzwilliam pulled out his own weapon, a beautifully balanced sword, which made a clean swoosh in the air as he saluted his opponent. You show off, Jack muttered. Then they leapt forward. Their blades met with a loud clang. Sparks scattered on a dark beach. Jack moved energetically forward and backward, lunging and dipping and posturing. Fitzwilliam barely moved at all, using short, quick swipes of his wrist to parry his opponent's attacks. When he did move in, it was with precise, swift, controlled footwork. This is going to be a massacre, Arabella said, feeling a little sorry for Jack. Fitzwilliam obviously had the advantage of years of training, probably from some great English arms master. The nobleman was almost a full head taller than Jack, and muscled where Jack was slender. Jack had no shortage of enthusiasm, however, and he was full of little tricks, like leaping up on rocks and driftwood to avoid the tip of Fitzwilliam's sword. But all of his talents combined were no match for the would-be next Earl of Dalton. Grimacing in concentration, Fitzwilliam redoubled his attack. He lunged forward with all his strength. Jack avoided the worst blow by throwing himself into the ground and rolling backward. But when he sat up, sword in his hands, Fitzwilliam was already above him, his sword at Jack. Yield, Fitzwilliam commanded, grinning in triumph. Jack frowned. For a moment, it looked like he was going to refuse. He finally sighed and dropped his blade. All right. You don't have to act all superior about it, he muttered. Ah, Fitzwilliam sheathed his sword with a satisfying snick and put his hand out to help Jack up. A gracious loser as well as a busy and important sailor. I see I am blessed in the capabilities of my shipmates. Jack batted Fitzwilliam's hand away and leapt up by himself. Fitzy is quite annoying, he whispered to Arabella. She didn't entirely disagree. Strong and capable and handsome he might be, but Fitzwilliam P. Dalton III definitely also had the makings of a first-class snob. Well then, we're a team, Arabella said, putting her hand out. For the first time, Fitzwilliam looked unsure, taking her hand hesitantly. He had probably never shaken hands with a woman before. Jack put his hand on top of the other two, grinning with a sudden enthusiasm. To adventure, he toasted. To adventure, Arabella repeated, grinning. Yes, to adventure, Fitzwilliam said, slowly and seriously. And of course, Jack added, smiling, to the treasure and freedom. Chapter 4 tomorrow. All right, good work. For tomorrow, make sure you have your science ready. And I'll explain how to do it tomorrow. We'll go over the lesson, and we'll go from there. And also your cursive and have your bell work done. Tomorrow's week 3, day 3.